Well, it's the anniversary of Martin Luther King and his time in Memphis, where they are taking all the Civil War statues down. They have a 21-gun salute at the statue of Martin Luther King. Is what no, not really. Listen, Gayle King is not related to Martin Luther King, just appropriately named after him. Dr. King, they call him. He was Abraham, Martin, and John. When I learned about him, I knew him on a first-name basis. But my mother has an autograph of Jesus, so, you know, we all been around for a while here. And I will tell you this, Africa, speaking of the African Americans now, briefly, Africa has now found a crack in the continent, so they will now form two continents. It'll be Africa, two places. This is true, I don't make this stuff up, come on. And the other thing that's come up today is the delivery of mail by drones. I think now the U.S. Postal Service delivering the mail by drones. We ought to deliver comedy by drones. Me included. Maybe if they did that, they could remove the people who aren't funny from late night television and their writers and the Congress while we're at it. Let's send everybody home by drone. It's the drone home. That's what we need to do. Get them out of here. What else is happening? Oh, Easter Sunday. Yeah, boy, if we still had Archie Bunker, he would be looking at John Legend up there on the cross and saying, Jesus Christ. That would be what happens, you know. I mean, we have a society that is very much strange, split, and down to the bone with people. Everybody is making up their own menu as they go and pushing the envelope, as they say. I don't know, why are they trying Bill Cosby again? Are we going to go through this again? They showed the reruns with Judith Reagan of O.J. Simpson. We're bringing the Cosby situation to a trial again. Are we starved for entertainment? You know, every time somebody does something wrong, we want to sit there and go, ooh, ah. It's like when you drive past an accident, you slow down, like you never saw one. This is the gawk patrol. You stop and you look at it, and you slow it down and look at it like you're watching TV. Speaking of that, people are now, all their cars looking the same. Every one of them looks like the rear end of a Mercedes. They all got that rounded bottom, you know, that wonderful butt bottom. And now the only difference in a car is what's inside. Not the driver, because that's, except in Saudi Arabia where women are now driving, that's made a difference. It's very difficult to steer when you have a burqa. But you know, the driving in this country now a problem is texting. And just what we need now is for people to take this little instrument called the phone and take photos with it and video their bits on TV like I do. It's very dangerous, you know, to make that phone the object of your affection while you're driving, because you can only have one thought at a time in your mind. Nobody can multi-think. You may multitask, your subconscious takes over, but you can't multi-think. I think a lot of things, but only one at a time. I usually start with the worst thought, and then I work my way down. Sometimes I dwell. I have a committee that meets in my head on a regular basis anyway, and they are rent-free, and they vote against me. That's why I'm dismissing them. I've had a good life so far, and I intend to live longer, so I'm not going to be texting in my car. But the latest thing is a new iPad where you can draw with a pen. Now I can see people doing artwork on I-95. That's going to have a lot of. This is where life imitates art, or art imitates death is more like it. Anyway, it's a Reynolds wrap.